How are we doing, guys? Moose here, and welcome back to episode number 38 of our West Ham United career mode. I want to always thank you guys for sending questions for Moose's mailbag. As always, leave them in the comments if you do have any, but these comments I want to address. We had these questions, I think, off the back of episode 36, so I wanted to answer them here in the Moose's mailbag segment. And the first one we're going to get to comes from Simpu. He says, we deserve to beat Holland. We got unlucky with the finishing, but what a bounce back against United. That was that 4-0 victory. Butland is the reason we beat them. No doubt. Great performance. And the noble long shot was gorgeous goal this season. How are the holding midfielders doing as a whole? For me, I think they've been fantastic. Keontae's been honestly player of the season. He could at least be nominated for. He's been phenomenal. Just so much energy and quality bounding around. He breaks up plays so well. Noble's been unbelievable since he's been reinstated to the line. And Gortzka's showing off what he can do and why we brought him in from Schalke, while Neves offers, just a really solid backup midfield option for a youngster. So really happy with them so far. And then the second question is going to come from Rabbit. Of course, great picture there from when Noble did score that goal, and he says, what do we think about Antonio? He earned another start, don't you think, at Old Trafford? And absolutely, I think he's a player that he's seen that our wingers have been very, very, inconsistent for us, and he says, I'm going to take the bull by the horns and come away with a fantastic performance that'll hopefully get me back in the lineup. And we saw that it did get him back in the lineup, and he has looked very, very good for us. And with such an up-in-the-air position in terms of, the right wing and left wing positions, are attacking midfield, wide midfielders there, I think there's no question he's going to get more looks as the season progresses. But we will have Aaron Cresswell suspended going into the next match, which means we'll see the return of the 6'6" youngster, Sam Medine, 17-year-old left back. He's already 70 overall. He's fantastic, and we're going to see him back in the starting lineup in a massive derby matchup. We're taking on Tottenham Hotspur, and we're going to see Sam Medine in the lineup. It's going to be a fantastic chance for him to show what he can do for us against a big London rival team that won the league last year. So we're looking to take 3 points off of them and maybe push us on towards a position like that. As we're currently in 5th, just 7 points off the top of the table. Spurs just 3 points behind us, looking to climb back into those European positions. So we take a look at our lineup. Of course, we have our normal back five with Medine coming in for Cresswell. The only exception, Noble's in with Keontae and holding midfield. Dybala's actually going to start in an advanced right wing position. Ceballos in the middle. Payet more reserved on the left wing with Sacco up front. I wanted to mix the lineup here because I think we haven't got anything out of our wingers. Sacco deserved to start in the Premier League, no doubt about it, with the way he's been playing in the Cup. So we got him in the lineup. We're going to put Dybala as sort of an attacking winger, almost a second striker that'll cut in from the right-hand side, and we'll kind of have a real fluid attacking lineup. But Spurs, of course, the one thing you'll note is Harry Kane not starting, so that's huge for us, but they still have so much quality with the guys like Hundman Song, Christian Eriksen, etc. As we can see, as Eriksen blazes one over early on in the matchup, but thinks they all square after that first chance. We then start very well with an unbelievable ball over the top to Dimitri Payet. Dances inside a couple defenders here in the 5th minute. Tries to skip inside. He's completely brought down by DeAndre Yedlin. The American right back has scraped him down from behind, and it's going to give us a penalty early on. And who would be the man to take it? Of course, our skipper, Mark Noble, the most reliable penalty taker in all of Britain. And that is a sublime penalty. Top left corner. Hugo Lloris left with absolutely no chance, and we're 1-0 up inside of 5 minutes. What a start for us. One great ball over the top played to Payet, finds him. He's able to dance inside of a couple of defenders and win a penalty, and Mark Noble, the man, to slot it away and give us a 1-0 advantage. His 4th goal of the season, unbelievably as it is. 3 pens, and of course a screamer against Manchester United as well. So doing very, very well for us. But Tottenham not to go down easy. Of course, Eric Lamela with a good chance in the 9th minute, forcing a nice save out of our star keeper, Jack Butland, who's really making a name for himself this season. But Noble lays the ball inside to Medine. He finds Van der Veer. Our fullbacks have somehow find themselves inside into Ceballos, but his shot goes just wide of the goal. So, tense back and forth game. You can see each team getting their own chances here. Sacco does well to create a lovely 1-2 with Ceballos, but Ceballos not with a ton of pace, so he's going to have to do his best to hold off for Tong and come forward. Plays it in, and he's not able to find Dimitri Payet in the center of the park, unfortunately, and things stay as they stand 1-0. But Medine finds Payet. We're hitting them very hard on the counter. There's no doubt about that. Payet whips it in. He's looking for Sacco, who flicks it on. but it is a good save from the French keeper, Hugo Lloris, who's one of the most reliable in the Premier League. There's no doubt about that. But Eriksen with a lovely switch out with the Heung-min Son finds inside to NG, and thankfully for us, his strike comes off the crossbar, it cannons away, and we're unable to really get things clear as Tottenham just minutes later would come forward yet again with Eric Lamela on the right-hand side into Moussa Dembele. He dances around a couple of defenders and forces a fantastic save from Butland, and we are hanging on by the skin of our teeth. But into stoppage time in the first half. The ball's out wide to Dybala, like I said, in that attacking wide position as I wanted him in. He goes down here. Looks like he could have maybe won a penalty. Bit of contact, but unfortunately for us, nothing is called. Ceballos, though, creating again from that right-hand side where it looks all of our actions coming through, and there's an absolute mess in front. Payet can't get the ball past Lloris, and we stay just a single goal up. But Njai now in the 74th minute comes forward. Great block there, deflected over the top by Sam Medine, that left back using his big frame to keep the ball. And Payet shows off some lovely skills. He dances around DeAndre Yedlin, tries to turn back, finds Dani Ceballos here, the Spanish midfielder, who's done very well to whip the ball in towards Dybala, but unfortunately his header doesn't really get any power behind it. And then the 83rd minute, Payet wins a free kick, 22 yards out, curls it towards the goal, and Lloris with one of the saves of the season to keep out Payet. That is unbelievable. Lovely curled free kick. He doesn't necessarily get as close to the corner as he would have liked, but it's still hit with so much power, venom, and curl that it's a miraculous save from Lloris to keep it out. And that is an unbelievable ball from Payet to play it with the outside of his boot to Diafra Sakho, who does very well to run and keep it in, dances around the defender Alderweireld and whips the ball in toward Andre Correa, flicked on towards Paulo Dybala, takes it down, creates a lovely chance, and it's deflected away at the vital moment. But that would be the final chance of the match. All she wrote, Mark Noble, the skipper, would be the man to lead us to victory with a fantastic performance, and of course the match-winning goal in the 5th minute. Man of the match for me, Dimitri Payet. You saw him in on nearly every highlight creating chance. He did absolutely unbelievable, and he was very unlucky not to score a goal. So he's going to get 3 Moose's Mighty Hammer points in the victory. 2 for Mark Noble, who was fantastic. You can see we did very, very well to hold out Tottenham with 12 shots. And then 1 point for Paulo Dybala, who I thought was solid in that attacking right midfield position. Played very well, but we know he's best suited to playing up front for us and being a real scorer and creator. And we'll see him not return to that position. He'll actually stay in that right wing attacking position here away at Sunderland. We're going to go with a very similar setup to the lineup and hopefully continue the sort of progress we had against Tottenham. You saw how many chances we created. We just weren't able to find the ball into the back of net, really get that final ball onto our boots and in to the goal. So a decent Sunderland side. Of course, we're coming up against former West Ham manager Sam Allardyce, so we really want to dominate Fat Sam and give ourselves a great victory. This time we're going to see Carroll up top with Carrillo in that wing position. Payet's going to go back to his normal position behind the striker, and Dybala in right wing. We'll also see Cresswell reinstated to the lineup as well. So let's see if Big Andy can go up north against, he's a Newcastle boy through and through, so let's see if he can then use that motivation to bring us the goal that we need to come away with a victory. And we start off very, very brightly with Aaron Cresswell winning the ball away with a lovely tackle. He finds Payet, who's danced his way out to the left-hand side, looks to come inside of Coates, whips it for Aaron Cresswell, who continued his run into the 6-yard box, but unfortunately his header from close range is stopped by Jordan Pickford, who does very well to punch the ball away in this chance in the 20th minute, but Noble strikes it from range, and that is a fantastic save by the Sunderland keeper yet again to keep out a venomous strike from our skipper, Mark Noble. Payet then, as he's been doing this entire episode, creating yet another chance. The ball comes away only as far as Cheku Kiyante. He's going to take it down late outside to Payet, who strikes it from range, and he's unlucky to put it in the back of the net as he hit it very well with the outside of his right boot. But yet again, we're coming forward. Correa finds Payet, and we're just going to keep repeating that man's name. He dances inside of a couple of defenders. This has to be the moment, and it's a lovely tackle. And the thing you'll note is Payet went down upon that challenge, and he would be forced to leave the match. So terribly unlucky for us that we will lose Payet, and we'll see Manuel Lanzini come into the match, who's a more than capable replacement. But it is very, very tough to lose our talisman, Dimitri Payet, who's been our most important player, maybe behind Paulo Dybala. But Lanzini with an immediate impact with a great run, but the ball is knocked away at the vital moment. Sunderland really hanging on by pins and needles here, but they do come forward with Fabio Borini. Their first chance of the entire half comes in stoppage time, but Butland stays awake. He didn't have a cup of tea. He's staying awake out there. He's not taking a nap, and he does make a good save. Good chance, though, for Andy Carroll as the ball is headed away as far as Correa, who strikes it and forces a good save out of Jordan Pickford yet again. And this is where we saw Andy Carroll come forward and have the chance of the evening as he steals the ball away on the top of the Sunderland 18, but Pickford makes a really good save. But moments later, we see Kiyate finds the ball out in that right wing position. He's found Manuel Lanzini, the substitute, trying to make an impact, finds Kiyate, who's got a blazing run forward. He comes through. Pickford gets a piece, but it's in the back of the net. Cheku Kiyate with an unbelievable finish. He continued his run. That was the real key. He started the attacking move, but continued his run into the box. Lanzini was able to pick him out, and all he had to do was use that strength I talked about so much to create that opportunity, get the ball onto his left foot, where he just smashed it towards the goal and hit it so hard that Pickford couldn't keep it out. But we then see a Sunderland chance pushed away by Jack Butland, who makes a fantastic save. Despite not having a ton of action, he's done very, very well to stay alert. Cattermole then coming forward late on in the match forces Butland into one more great save, and we kick the ball away. Sacco coming up on the right-hand side. Could it be the second to really put the nail in the coffin? Ceballos goes for the spectacular, but it is blocked away, goes out for the corner kick, and that would really be the last action of the entire match. It is a 1-0 West Ham victory, so a pair of 1-0 victories. Not the most exciting, but definitely some chances we have to be happy with. And of course, the bad news you wanted to see: Dimitri Payet bruised his elbow, so he'll only be out for 8 days. It's a shame it forced him out of the match, but it could have been much, much worse, so not as bad as we may have feared. And we can see our man of the match. I thought Aaron Cresswell, coming back from that suspension, he did very, very well. He's my man of the match by an absolute long shot. He gets 3 moves to mighty hair points, 2 for the goal scorer Kiyate, who was stupendous in the center of the park yet again. And our top player by FIFA is my third top player, 1 moves to my hair point, Gregory Vandervelde, the right back, who was very, very solid yet again. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. As always, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It's greatly appreciated, helps the channel out, and we will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Like we always do with this time. I got to shine.